Hi everyone, I'm Lamecca and welcome back to Clarity and Confidence, the Retirement Podcast. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm a financial educator and I created the space to help you make confident, informed decisions about your money, especially as you prepare for retirement. Today, I want to talk with you about something that doesn't get discussed enough: the silent wealth killers that slowly drain people's retirement savings. And when I say slowly, I mean slowly. That most people don't even realize it's happening until years later. You've probably heard people say, I saved, I invested, I did everything right, but somehow it's just not enough. I've heard that more times than I can count. So today, I want to help you understand why that happens and how to prevent it. Because it's not about fear, it's about awareness and preparation. So, silent wealth killer number one, inflation. And honestly, number one is the sneakiest one of them all. Let's consider this scenario. Say Carol retires at 62 years old with about $500,000 in savings. She's proud as she could be. She worked hard, she budgeted carefully, she did everything she was told to do. Her bills and expenses are around $3,000 a month. Between Social Security, a small pension, and her savings, she feels comfortable. She even makes a plan to take her grandkids on vacation once a year. For the first few years, everything's fine. But then, prices start creeping up. Groceries cost a little more. The light bill gets higher, gas is unpredictable, so the same $3,000 a month now barely covers the basics. She doesn't notice it right away. It's gradual. But over 5 years, she's spending almost $800 more each month just to live the same lifestyle. Now, here's the thing. Carol didn't make any mistakes. She didn't overspend or go wild with her money. What changed was her purchasing power. Inflation silently erodes your dollar's value, meaning your money buys less and less over time. And it doesn't stop when you retire. When people ask me, how much do I need to retire? I always tell them, it's not just about how much you have, it's about how long it will last. If your money isn't growing, if it's sitting still in a savings account, earning next to nothing, you're losing ground. So in retirement planning, you need a strategy that includes growth. It doesn't have to be risky, but it does need to keep pace with inflation. Even modest growth, like 5 to 6% annually, can help your savings stretch drastically further. Silent wealth killer number two, health care costs. Let me tell you something. This one catches a lot of people off guard. Most of us imagine retirement as a time of peace. You think traveling, volunteering, spending more time with family, but very few people think about what happens when health issues arise. And not just major ones. It could be something small, a prescription that wasn't covered, a physical therapy session here or there, dental work that Medicare doesn't include, and it adds up quickly. Right now, a healthy couple retiring at 65 years old could spend over $300,000 on healthcare throughout their retirement. That number shocks people every time I say it. And that's just for the basics, not for long-term care, in-home assistance, or major surgeries. Now, I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm sharing this so you can come up with a plan. When I help clients prepare for retirement, we talk about what I call health wealth. It means being proactive, setting aside a specific account just for medical expenses, or having the right coverage in place so one health event doesn't derail your financial plan for retirement. Because here's the truth, your quality of life in retirement depends on your health. And being financially prepared for medical expenses gives you freedom to focus on healing and living and not stressing about bills. I once had a client tell me, Lamecca, I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be to stay healthy. And that's what we want to avoid, those surprises. A solid retirement plan prepares both for the fun and the functional. Silent wealth killer number 3, taxes. So here's a myth that I hear all the time. I'll be in a lower tax bracket when I retire. That may be true for some people, but for many, it's not. If most of your retirement savings are in tax deferred accounts, like a 401k, a 403b, a traditional IRA, every dollar you withdraw counts as taxable income. So that $500,000 you saved is not all yours. A portion of it belongs to the IRS. That's why it's so important to have a plan, not just for saving, but for withdrawing strategically. Let's go back to Carol for a moment. She's in her late 60s now, and she needs to start drawing from her 401k. When she sees the taxes taken out, she realizes her $2,000 withdrawal only gives her about $1,500 to actually spend. It's discouraging because it feels like she's being taxed twice, once while working and once again in retirement. But the truth is, taxes in retirement are predictable if you plan for them. Diversifying your income sources, like having a mix of tax-deferred accounts, tax-free accounts like a Roth IRA, life insurance that has cash value growing in it, and guaranteed income products gives you this flexibility. You can control how and when you take income, which helps you manage your tax bill. It's not about avoiding taxes. It's about being intentional as you keep more of what you work for. So let's sum this all up. The 3 silent killers are inflation, healthcare costs, and taxes. They don't make a sound. They don't show up all at once, but they can slowly chip away at your peace of mind if you're not prepared. And here's the good news. Each one can be managed with a clear, simple strategy. You can protect your money from inflation by keeping it working for you. You can prepare for healthcare costs by having a dedicated plan and coverage. You can minimize the tax bill by planning your income streams wisely. So here's what I want you to think about this week. If you're in your 40s or your 50s right now, which of these are you least prepared for? Is it inflation, healthcare costs, or taxes? Because awareness is the first step. Once you know your weak spot, you can start strengthening it. And that's what real financial confidence looks like. Not perfection, but being prepared. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone you care about, a family member, a coworker, maybe a friend who's been talking about retiring soon. You never know who needs to hear this message. And if you would like to talk about your own plan to see where you stand and how to protect your future, you can connect with me through the link in the description of this video. Let's make your retirement money work as hard for you as you work for it. Because retirement is not just about having money. It's about having clarity, confidence, and the freedom to live life on your terms. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time.